Hey everyone, Stephen Faust here with Flip Lifestyle. I'm here with Jason Webb. Jason Webb is launching his business and we want to highlight him and we want him to tell you all about his business, what he's doing, who he serves, how he helps, and the products that he offers. So I think this is going to be a fantastic conversation, especially if you're in a professional niche. This is something you're going to want to take some notes on and pay attention. Jason Webb, how are you doing today, sir?
Doing fantastic. It's been a great day. God is good. Life is good. The business is growing and I'm ready to help more people. So I can't be any better.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I've been fortunate enough to be working with you and coaching with you here for a little while, just seeing your evolution and seeing how you've progressed. And one thing I'll say about you, Jason, and for everyone out there, you're an action taker. That's what I love, right? I don't have to like prod you to go do things. You're like, just give me the step-by-step plan. Let's go. Let's do it. And I'm going to start getting some customers. And that's a great formula for anyone, but you're just one who has really embraced it. And I just want to, number one, before we get into your story, is just compliment you on your willingness to be open to feedback and to take action and take the next step, brother. So thank you for being that type of guy, because that makes my job so easy.
I really appreciate that. And I appreciate your patience with me asking questions and just going through things. And yeah, all my life, I've been an action taker. That's why we joined the program. That's why we're building this. So yeah, I love it. So thank you.
Yeah, you bet. And that's a good lesson for everybody out there. Just follow the yellow brick road, put one step in front of the other, take the next step. You take enough of the next steps, you'll get your business out in the world. You'll start getting customers. So let's get into it. Tell me about your business a bit, right? So what was your idea? How did you come up with your idea? And then take me through kind of those steps that got your business really off the ground. Tell me about that.
I started a program called the ProfitableSalesman.com. I've been a salesman all my life. I've ran businesses all my life, from the time I was a kid, where I was buying and selling candy at grade school, to running multiple businesses, and to my last business, doing $20 million in sales in my first year running that company. And so while I'm also doing that, I'm running 5 other companies. So I figured I have a little ideas on how to do this, know how to do this. And I really want to help people grow their businesses. So with that sales background, it got me thinking, okay, how can I help people? How can I grow people? How can I coach people? How can I get more Christian business owners to grow their kingdom through business? I handle lead generation, sales, and team building. Those are my specialties. That's what I do. And so I went to a Life Surge event, saw Shane's, his speech, his talk. And I'm like, I really resonated with Shane and his story and how that all worked. Because through my 20s, I was a single father. I had to learn how to do everything on my own. I went bankrupt. I lost everything. I lost a few businesses. That's when I got into even more sales and running some companies. So I learned more from failures than I ever did successes. So I want to teach people that. But through the Life Surge event with Shane, I went to the class, I went to the Income Surge, learned more about Shane, got to really know him and know you, Stephen, through that event as well, out at the Denver event. And I said, look, this is what I want to do. This is how I got to do this. I want to help other people grow their businesses.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's such a great mission. You have such a great background. And for you not to have an online business, to me, is criminal, man. You got to have an online business because of all the things you've done, the leadership you have, the way you've run organizations. So tell me a little bit about because you're still working a day job, correct, Jason? Tell me what your day job includes. You don't have to tell me the company name and all that, but just what is your day job and how has that led you into creating this online business?
As I was a single father earlier in my life, I had to have a day job. I had to have something just to bring money back in after I lost everything. So I started working for a commercial tire company. Think the largest tires in the world. Gigantic. Mine tires, quarry tires, construction tires. That's what I really got into. And so I started building my business through there. In my 3rd year within that company, I was the top salesman in the company. I've been 15 years into that industry now, and now I'm the director of sales for the company. We're the largest dealer of this brand in the Western United States, and they brought me on board. They recruited me to come over to run their company from a director of sales standpoint. So that's where I built a team of 35 members, and in our first year, from nothing, we went from 0 to 20 million in that first year by building the team that we had, coaching those salesmen that I have, and really just hammering down biblical principles in sales, ethical principles in sales, and really just scaling their sales, how they can speak, how can they present the sales. They're clarifying their offer. There's so much involved with it, but I get to practice everything in my day job that I'm coaching people on. So it's a daily practice that I've had for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. That's a common story that we see a lot, because we teach this thing in our idea trainings. Tell me the things you love, tell me the things you've learned, and tell me the things that you've lived. And many ideas come from that. And for you, these learned experiences, these things you've done, you've became a top salesperson, you've lived that life, you've made income by selling things, and now you're teaching other people how to do it too. And that is such a common story. Now, some people do it with dog training, some people do it with teaching people how to sell tires, and then you expand. If you can sell tires, man, I'm not saying tires aren't fun and cool, but I'm saying if you can sell tires, you can probably sell a lot of things to a lot of people. So that's a great skill to have. And so now you're taking these skills, you're putting them in the marketplace in your own online business and helping others how to become top sales professionals. So with that skill set, because sales is everywhere, everything in our life is sales, as we know, how did you determine who you were going to serve in that market, and who is that person for you?
How I determined it was actually through my men's ministry at church. I had started doing some leadership training with a mentor through my men's ministry. And he's the one who brought me into the fold and said, hey, you know what? I think you should coach. I think you should try this. I started doing it here locally for the last few years, and my avatar had actually shifted and changed. I went from local businesses here with mainly men-owned businesses just through my men's ministry, and it started expanding. I started doing some other business, some coffee roasteries. I started doing a business with 365 Christian men online. I started handling a Bust Out Colorado, which is a mobile breakout room. And so my avatar, as I started building it, like Shane always says, just doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be done. So I started getting it done and just started plotting it one step at a time and figuring out where that customer is. And now where I'm at with that is it's morphed from just sales into all business and small businesses. So my avatar is a Christian owned small business where they struggle with lead generation, marketing, completing the sale, and scaling it with the team. And so that's my niche, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm sure as I grow, it might change a little bit more, and I'm open to that. It's where the Lord's leading me, and just how this business is going to grow.
It's like Shane says, it's if you try to serve everyone, you'll serve no one. But if you serve someone, you can eventually serve everyone. And that's what you're doing. You're serving someone specific. It's a specific avatar. And now over time, you will get more credibility and authority in the marketplace. And then that will begin to expand, and you will begin to bring in other people as well, outside of maybe the first avatar that you came up with. Now, you mentioned something that caught my ear. You said small businesses. Are you selling your program to small businesses or individuals within small businesses? Maybe it's both. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is actually both. A lot of the time it's a solopreneur, so it's one person. But my main avatar is the business itself, a small business. And then I deal directly with the owner, and I'm trying to build that. So like a deal that I just signed the other day here locally was with the Performance Auto Shop. He's built cars. He builds fast cars. Known the guy for a couple of years. He knows exactly what I do. And he brought me on board to really scale his business. And so far we've been into it 1 month, and we've already doubled his profits in 1 month.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. And so it could be, though, if people are listening to this and you have a small business, maybe you're a solopreneur, maybe you own like this gentleman that I know is 24 years old. He's doing cool tricked out stuff and performance enhancements on cars. He's doing his own thing, and you're helping him, you're coaching him, you're supporting him. He's growing and scaling his business. But if, let's say I'm a small business owner and I have 5 employees and I have 5 sales professionals or salespeople that are selling for me. If I'm a small business owner with that company, can I get into your program or product as a company and maybe have that for all of my employees? Or are you saying, no, it's got to be just one person? How do you do that?
No, I could definitely do it for a corporation or a small business in that sense.
Like a package or something. Yeah.
Yeah. because I can do my membership where they're going to buy into the membership and they can have login for each of their individual people.
Oh, cool.
Or we can do one-on-one coaching if they want to even come and can spend more money, where I can come and actually coach each individual salesman. So there's two different facets of it and how we're going to grow that. But I would really target the businesses just because with my background with the tires, even I'm more used to selling business to business. So it just comes more natural to me in my background.
Yeah. What are businesses? Businesses are people, and
Yes.
people need help. And when you target one, you get it is a business, it is a person. If they have more than one person, they can all come in and benefit from what you're teaching. So that's phenomenal. I love that business to business approach because it fits so great with your background and it's such a no-brainer for people. So tell me about your program. So what your program's called the Profitable Salesman. You mentioned that earlier. So if I come into your program, what am I going to not necessarily get? There's always going to be stuff, right? We know that going through building an online business, there's always stuff. People aren't always looking for the stuff. They're looking for the transformation, the value. How is this going to impact me or change my life? So when somebody comes into your program, what are those few things transformationally that they're going to be able to achieve by being in your program?
One thing that I do is I do put a guarantee on my services, which I've done locally here for the last 4 years. Like I said, is when they invest into me, I'm investing into them. But I also have to make sure that that's a mutual thing, that I can actually help them before we even get them on board when we do one-on-one coaching. So I have that discussion with them, really figure out, okay, what are their goals? Can I really do this? Because the guarantee that I offer, I don't know of any other coach that does this, is, look, I'll either double your money back within 6 months. I'll work with you till you do, or I ethically can't keep your money. If you've done everything that I've asked you to do and it's still not working, I'll give you your money back. And I don't know of any other coach that does that. And in the 4 years of me coaching here locally, I've never gave it back.
Yeah, that's it. They got to be like you a little bit. They got to be willing to take action. They got to be able to roll up their sleeves. They're opening their wallet. They're investing in this program. You do the membership. You also offer some one-on-one coaching, some different packages there. So people come into your program, they're going to get this transformation. They're going to be able to increase not only their sales professionalism, but they're going to be able to increase their sales. That's going to make them more money. They're going to be able to use that forever and ever in their life. And it's a skill you can't unsee once you learn it. And that's what I love about this. So inside your membership, I know you focus on a system or a framework that you take people through that actually gives them these transformations. And I know you have it. Is it the 7 pillars? What do you call it again, Jason?
Yeah, the 7 pillar system. It's the TPS system, 7 pillars.
I love it. The TPS. What did you call it?
Profitable salesman. Make it easy, right?
TPS. I was thinking like a movie, The Office Space, where you got TPS reports and you got all these things.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
So Shane says, though, keep it simple, right?
Got to keep it simple, man. But having a cool name's not bad either. So the Profitable Salesman, you get in, you get this framework. It's basically your brain unplugged and plugged into these 7 pillars that people are going to get this transformation. They can also work with you in one-on-one coaching. Is there anything else about your business that we haven't talked about that you want to make sure gets out here for people to listen to that might be interested in working with you? And we'll talk about where they can go, but coming in and working with you, is there anything that you want them to know about working with you? And I know you said, hey, I'm going to work with you till you get that result, but what would that be? And what would that look like for somebody coming in?
Yeah. Anybody that wants to come and jump on my website and check it out, www.theprofitablesalesman.com. You can check out testimonials that I have on there. My best ability for most people, if I'm being honest, is my availability. I'm available all the time. I have personal contact with all of my people that have one-on-one coaching with me to make sure when they have a question, I have an answer. It's quick timing. That's a huge thing for me, is being able to communicate with each other, especially as a coach. You're there as the trusted advisor. I want to be your trusted advisor and really just be there along your walk and your process to really grow your business, because this is your dream. And I just want to help you do that and build this kingdom. My goal is to help 1,000 Christians make $100,000 a month within their businesses. I'm going to do it. That's going to happen. It might take me a little while to do it, but we're going to see how fast we can ramp this up and go. And Stephen, I really appreciate your help in helping me to get there.
Yeah, you're easy to coach, man. You do the work, and that makes everything go better and faster. So if someone's not quite ready to get into one-on-one coaching with you, they can just come into the membership too, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, We're going to have 2 different options on that. We're going to have a one-on-one option, like I said, getting into that one-on-one coaching. And then if another option is getting into the monthly membership, where we're going to be doing weekly group calls, group coaching. They'll still have access to all the videos and the training that we're going to be doing, the resources that are there. So there are two different ways of doing that. And the reason why I did that is that business to business sale. I want to do more of that one-on-one, but I also want this to be open to more people. I want to help more people. And even if people are just starting their business, if they need some clarity on that, they can jump in. I'll help them along their way, whether it's whatever kind of a business they want to jump into, because every business involves sales. Sales is where we make our money. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. And if someone jumps into the membership, they can always escalate and ascend into deeper, get into the membership and start experiencing the transformation, get on group calls, speak with Jason, speak and work with other people that are in the program. And then you'll start scaling your business, start making more sales. And then maybe you can escalate and accelerate into a deeper program and even put some fuel on what that acceleration looks like for you and your business. So it's fantastic. Again, it's theprofitablesalesman.com is your website. I know you have some free resources on there that people can jump into as well. So if you're trying to sell more, be a better salesperson, if you just want to figure out how to make more money through sales, and that's your profession, then you've got to check Jason's site out, theprofitablesalesman.com. Check that out, get a free resource, check out the membership, check out his coaching programs, because I think that could really make a big difference in your life. Any final thoughts, my friend?
Let me add one more in there.
You bet.
I do have a Facebook group as well, the Profitable Christian Business Owner Community. I know it's long, but get in there. There's a lot of engagement in there. That's a free resource that you can jump in and start learning some things that I offer, some tips and pointers within that group as well. So the Profitable Christian Business Owner Community, and check out the website.
That's fantastic. We'll definitely do that. We'll make sure that we have links for that, theprofitablesalesman.com. Jason, thanks so much for your time. Keep killing it, my friend, because you are on your way to bigger and better things. Take care.
Thanks, Stephen. Appreciate everything.